I like the spotlight. Leave it like this. I like it.
It's way over there. Why?
There's actually an improv game called The Bat, and you play it with a...
I'm fine with this though.
The Batman. Oh, this is so crazy. Batman must be Godfather.
Oh, hey, look. That
That is interesting.
No, it is. It's raining down at that staircase.
He was a my mother.
No, it's not.
No, wait, just wait. It was. Ready? He's gonna
I
turn
like
on.
this.
It's gonna be way over there.
Friday, the last one.
What?
See?
Oh, yeah. It is. It just got moved. Yeah. It's not in the center.
How do we move?
It's gone.
Well, it's pointing way down at the
Does that
staircase.
mean I get to see the people? Because I don't like that.
Is there any way we can move it back?
I can't.
We just turn all the lights off and just.
Oh, this is unfortunate. Oh God.
That is wide.
I don't like this.
Spotlight, you turn the other ones off.
True. This is perfect. This is fine.
I like this.
I'm fine with this.
The theme from The Nun starts playing.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand right there. Yeah, just stand on the stairs. Can I stand on the stairs?
There's a spotlight on the stairs?
Yeah, it shines down there.
Your cue is there, but it moved. What time is it?
Tell me when.
Oh, it is time to get a watch.
All right, it's on. Come and look.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, you wouldn't necessarily.
The star of our show, the stairs.
This is so awkward.
Mr.
I've
Casper.
got front row. So you can all move over there.
Someone.
I
I have to sit, though. So.
Sit on the stairs.
Okay.
I'll move over there.
I'll leave it up to you. If you want this light, you can use this light. If you'd rather have the full light, you can use the full light. I don't know what happened
I can
here.
still see people.
You know, I think Ben kind of forgot that I wasn't done because he actually, you see all the scaffolding and stuff?
Yeah.
They told him nothing was in here for the rest of the week. And
No, I heard them saying that they have a class at 11, so he knew.
That's because I came in and told him.
Oh, okay.
Do with what? Go down on the floor. I'd go down on the floor.
On the floor? On the stairs.
Or you can sit on the stairs.
Okay, let's just be
I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Everyone move over this way.
Yeah, so now, instead of center, everybody's going to come over.
It's gonna be fun.
I like it.
Hello.
Function best when things don't go as planned.
I thought it was a beer for a second. Like,
This is so
Huh?
I thought it was a beer, so I didn't see it.
Got a 40 right here, real quick.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
I can see all of y'all, so.
That's the point.
Well, we can do
so off and do it.
Take your glasses off, you won't be able to see anything.
I have contacts in.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm McKenna, and I'm doing a scene from a play called Happy Birthday Wanda June. It's about a 10-year-old girl who, no, we don't know her age, but she's young. She dies on her birthday. Hi, I'm Wanda June. Today was supposed to be my birthday, but I was hit by an ice cream truck before I could have my party. I'm dead now, but I'm in heaven. That's why my parents didn't pick up my cake from the bakery. I'm not even mad at the ice cream truck driver for hitting me. It didn't even hurt much. It wasn't even as bad as the sting of a bumblebee. I'm happy here. It's so much fun. I'm glad that the ice cream truck driver was drunk. If he hadn't been, I might not have gone to heaven for years and years and years. I'd have had to go to high school first, and then beauty college, and then get married, and have babies and everything. But now, I can just play and play and play. Anytime I want any pink cotton candy, I can have some. The people up here are so happy, from the animals to the dead soldiers, even the people that went to the electric chair and everything. They're all happy for whatever sent them here. So if you think about killing somebody, I wouldn't even worry about it. I would just go ahead and do it. The people you do it to should kiss you for doing it. The soldiers up here are so happy. They get to play with the shrapnels and the bayonets and the tanks, and the dum-dums will let them play shuffleboard all day long and drink beer. That's it.
So much for throwing up.
How are you supposed to end?
Head down, sorry.
Just right now. Do it.
What?
Do it.
Do it.
Get out of here.
Don't ever say, that's it. If you ever go to Broadway and at the end of the show they go, that's it.
That's all, folks.
That's all.
Do your last line and
Okay.
do the ending.
Indeed.
And the dum-dums will let them play shuffleboard all day long and drink beer.
There you go. How'd you feel?
What?
How'd you feel?
Good.
You should have felt good, because that was absolutely the best thing you've done in class. That was so fun.
Woohoo!
You didn't go too fast. The pace was great. You have such a bright face. This is a good piece for you. I was saying this about Noah, that was a perfect piece for him. It seems like for you. He just has this bright smile, this bright face that works so well for this. Nice intern, nice stressing of words. Really nice facials. I think if we worked on one, I'd still try to get you to be a little bit more little girlish, because I think there's still further.
I did pigtails.
Yeah, and you had a little girl aura about you. I think a little bit more would have helped even more. Some repeated tone, not bad though. Much better than you've ever done.
Thank you.
Huge jump for you. So good job. Hey.
Not me.
So now I don't have to throw up.
Oh yeah.
So,
Lucas.
You want to be on the
Do you want
stage?
this light or
you want to be on stage, motherfucker?
Stage.
Stage.
I dare you, bro. Do it on the
I'll do
floor.
it on stage too.
Stage.
I'm not gonna be.
stage?
My God! My God! Who, somebody knows how to turn on.
Does anyone know how to function as a proper human being? Jonathan, where have you been?
Jonathan. Yes, Papa.
I will eat you.
Eating candy.
I don't know.
No,
This is a little
Papa.
See what you got.
Telling lies?
How dare you tell lies in this household, Jonathan?
So I hear
I am more powerful than you, Father.
I sent you that video.
Yeah, it's so good.
The only
Lucas.
Light?
a bad
Theodore Roosevelt. John F. Kennedy.
Ready?
Welcome well.
My name is Lucas Lechner. My monologue is from the play Women in Wallace, and basically I'm Wallace, and Wallace is at his psychiatrist trying to confront his feelings about a situation that happened. I came here last time because my father made me. But now I'm here because I want to talk to you. You see, I'm confused. My mother makes me a sandwich for lunch. I take it. She, in turn, slits her throat. And after the funeral, when I go back to school for the first time, my father makes me a sandwich, or at least he tries, as not to screw up my daily routine more than it already has been. And I'm thinking all day while I'm in school that he's going to be lying on the kitchen floor when I get home. It's the same thing, you see? Because I took the sandwich. If I didn't take, I think they'll be okay. But I take, and that kills them. When I came home and he wasn't lying on the kitchen floor, but sitting in his study alive, I was disappointed. let down because my system didn't work. It failed me. Everything is failing me. And when I expected my father to fail me, he failed me by not failing me. He was just sitting there in his study, alone, deserted by the woman he loved and planned to, I don't know, move to Florida with. He managed to stay alive, to go on living. How? And I mean, Victoria, this 13-year-old girl is just sitting there, practically begging me to kiss her. I mean, she would have been on her knees in a second, in more ways than one. That's how it seemed. But when I finally let down and do what she's been asking me to do, I kiss her, and bang, all of a sudden, I'm too fast for her. I told her I loved her, and she runs off, skipping. And the next week, she's kissing somebody else. I heard he got up her skirt, and he's not too fast for her. I'm the one who's too fast. So I get this reputation that completely terrifies me. Because not only will no decent girl look at me, I can't even think about any of the indecent girls. Because I'm scared to death of having to live up to my own reputation. And now, when my biggest problem has always been talking too much, so I try, finally, with this girl I really like. I mean, bright, pretty, actually nice and caring. I try not to screw it up by talking too much. I go right for the kiss. And she won't ever see me again because I didn't talk too much. They desert. Women desert. I know it all steams back to my lousy coward mother. If she hadn't offed herself, I'd have no problems. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't know what to make of all this, Doctor. So can you give me some advice or something? Doctor. 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 Really good.
Huh?
Really good.
Some of it was really good.
Some of it.
I pick on you a lot.
Okay.
Because you did some things I didn't. It was very believable. It is also the best acting I've seen from you in this class. It was the most believable, natural acting you've done. By far. By far. I didn't see you struggling like you do sometimes with motivation, because sometimes I've seen that from you. Believable, use of breathing. Some of the classes worked really well. Some of the classes seemed like you were creating lines. I don't know if you were.
At the end.
So don't tell me what really well, because obviously he forgot some lines. I thought so. I thought that rhythm's off. He's not. But the good thing is, and I have to point this out, if something like that happens, you stay in character, which is exactly what you did. And so you handled it very well. You have to do that on stage, because you know what, we're human, and those things are going to happen. I think your head was down too much.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to see you head up more, and while we're on that topic, I really, really honestly believe when you're doing a monologue, in this kind of setting, it's got to be straight out to the audience. If you push it off to the side like that, we're not as involved. If you would have done all that straight up to us that we were your psychologist, we would have been much more sucked in. Even if people say, oh, I was sucked in, you weren't as sucked in as if it was straight out to you. So that was something I was hoping nobody would do. There's no reason to have an invisible person on stage when you're doing a monologue like this. If it's in the show, you have a human being there, that's different. But I wanted it straight out, I think it would be more effective. I think, and you weren't doing it this way when we worked on it, the over-emotional part at the beginning doesn't work as well for me, and here's why. He's very far removed from his mother killing herself. It's been years. he's not as upset about that as he is the current situation with girls. That just starts it. So I think it's more effective because you were so emotional and teary at the beginning going, it's been a lot of years since his mother died. He was a kid, and now he's not a kid anymore. And I think it's better to build it from the non-emotional standpoint of my mother slit his throat. I was expecting my dad to do it, he didn't do it. More almost a frustration thing, and then coming up to these girls, and then getting her all, and you know, I'm just doing what I think I want to do, right? I think that would have been a better build for this. And it's not that you didn't do the emotional well, the acting was good. I still think it was the best choice for making this piece work. And had you been doing that when I watched you, I would have said, yeah, let's not do that. So I guess what I'm saying is the acting was good. I don't agree with some of your choices of that the biggest issue that I wanted to point out. But I like the way you acted. I like the way you used your voice. I like the believability. Just some of the choices were the strongest there.
Cool.
All right. Good job, though. I like the spirit for some reason. I think that I was still in the movie. So you have the choice of either doing it full like this on stage, or there's a little tiny spot like down on the floor, down by the stairs, and I'm giving you the choice of doing it.
Alright, so I'm Andrew. So, okay. My piece is called Harold. I'm Harold, and I am a Jewish man remembering a fond childhood memory. Moonlight casting shadows across the ceiling. I was almost asleep, and then it would start. Every Friday night. Just as I was dozing, the davening would begin from the synagogue across the street. The men together praying. And then the cantor would start singing with his warm, comforting voice. Then soon, the rest of the congregation would gently join in, like goodnight lullabies. Their warm cries and tender voices would flood my room. Their shadows surrounded me, encircling me in my bed. They had come to protect me and shield me. And now, nothing, no one could get in. My room was sealed. The ceiling would start disappearing, and the walls would fall away. And it was dark. But I wasn't afraid, not anymore. I was safe. And it was finally Friday. I was in bed, almost asleep. And it was Friday, another Friday night, and the rabbis were here. I felt okay. I was pretty nervous.
Hey, David, my light disappeared.
I saw somebody over there, and I don't know, it could be those guys.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to get you the light?
How long would it take?
There's another preset, and with the screen up, should be right up center. Let me turn it on.
Okay, thanks. Say that again.
I felt okay. I was pretty nervous.
Okay. You handled it quite well. It's such a different piece than anybody else is doing, because it's not meant to be dynamic. It's meant to be thoughtful, and I think you handled that really well. I thought really good timing, really good facials. Really good vocal work most of the time because it's quite crisp. I honestly think I could be sitting in the back row and I would still understand most of what you said. That said, there may have been a few times that got really too quiet. But it was very believable. And really, other than that, I think it worked.
It worked?
I was trying to look for something that bothered me about it. I liked the facials. I liked a lot of what I was seeing. It was very effective.
Good.
And it felt like you felt. And nervousness may have made you not feel it as much as you normally would. But I still felt like you were nice job, really.
Awesome.
Sarah.
You want this?
Oh.
The chair?
It's a bit smaller than before, but might do.
It's so far back.
Can I do mine again?
Okay, so I'm Sarah Hong. I'm doing a piece from the 2004 one-man Will Eno play, Tom Paine Based on Nothing. So it's one giant monologue. Nobody really knows the circumstances from which this theatrical event has arisen. It's just some strange dude dressed nicely stumbling into a theater. We don't know whether he's planned this or not, but he does have an awareness of the audience and speaks to the audience. So yeah, he's basically just telling a story and kind of gets lost sometimes. Oh geez, I don't have glasses to push up. Jesus Christ. A little boy in a cowboy suit, riding in a puddle with a stick, a dog approaching. Deaf or dumb the boy is, or like anyone, a little timid, partly stupid, ashamed, afraid like us, like you. He is there, picture the boy. A terrible storm has just ended, a cloud overhead, a little rumble. The boy writes his watery lines, see his eyes, sympathize with his little clothes. Now, picture that the stick he is writing with is a violin bow. Picture a violin section. Picture every living person as a member of a violin section. We hold the bow above the strings, ready to play. The violins are on fire. Feel the world inhale. Picture the readiness, the stillness, the virtuosity. Among this, the child. Picture ash blowing across a newly blue sky. Now go fuck yourselves. Picture, I don't know, a bird. Or the kid, the child. Picture whatever you want. You're free at least to this little extent, yes? Who knows? Not me. Yes, sir. Little story of the boy. There is our little man in the quiet after the storm. There's a little thunder, but no more rain. Sky is all blue now. Blue skies for child Harold, whose name is not Harold. Trees are down, branches are everywhere, and the boy's beloved dog jogs toward him, daintily avoiding other yet-to-be-written-in puddles. Long story short, boy loves dog loves boy, no question, no amendment, no need to revise. The dog stepped closer, stopped to scratch, then she leaned over to lap water from a puddle and was electrocuted. A power line had come down and was lying frayed in the water. She was thrown some distance, flew like some poorly thought-out bird. She was dead instantly, veterinarians and electrical engineers later agreed, poor dog. The boy laughed and wrote maniacally into his puddle. We don't know why. Trust me that this happened and happened like this. He went over to her, knelt down by her. He opened up the jaws and tried to put his ear in the mouth. There were white markings above her paws. He patted it. The feeling of the world renewed, but still the same. The boy yawned. A car came by, slowed, passed. An everyday moment. The boy swallowed. He lived through this. Questions? No? I have. When did your childhood end? How badly did you get hurt when you did? When you were this little, when you were this wee little hurtable thing, nothing but big eyes, a heart, a few hundred words?
Isn't it wonderful how we never recover? Injuries and wounds, ladies and gents, slights and abuses, living in fear, suiting the hurt to our need. I'm serious. What a happy life, what a good game. Who can stand the most life and still smile, still grin into the coming night, say more, encore, encore, you fuckers, you gods, just give me more of the bloody same. Or, I don't know. What do I know? Not as great as when I was practicing, but I mean, still okay.
What didn't you go very well?
I didn't feel like it flowed as much. I don't have any specific moments, but like, I just don't feel like it flowed as well as when I was running through it practicing.
Okay. And I would say only you would know that as an actor. Because I don't think, and maybe people who have seen it a million times would say something. But from my standpoint, I thought it flowed really well. I thought your fluency was great. I thought you, this is what I would expect in an advanced class, not in a beginning class. And that is saying a lot. I think that was really, really good. That said, absolutely nitpicking on you. I feel like it should. I feel like it can. There were moments where I wanted to see you take a little bit more time to remind things. The seeing things, you know what I mean? Because he is painting a picture for us. And I love the fluency of the piece. It's great that you were able to get at that fluent and keep that stride going. There would be great moments in there to break it up. And you did some of it when you went over, like the boy going over to the dog and stuff like that. There were times the car going by, and I felt like you did that too fast. I wanted to see the car. I wanted Thomas Paine to watch the car to watch the guy to watch the car. There was something that you talked about the trees and something. I wanted a bigger picture for some of that. But man, pretty much that was really, especially for